So, today's installment of Ho Ho Horror broaches some very controversial subject matter. I understand it's a sensitive topic, so I want to approach it tenderly so as not to make people lose their shit. Of course, I'm talking about the age-old debate about whether or not Die Hard is a holiday movie. I know. I usually don't talk about materials so spicy, but I've been needing more subscribers, so I guess I have to pepper in some more controversial subjects. Much like Die Hard, the new film on Screambox, Night of the Missing, occurs on Christmas, but it's not about Christmas. Let's tread carefully and take a look at Night of the Missing.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh my God, Christmas time again.
Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Night of the Missing is new streaming on Screambox. It's directed by Samuel Gonzalez Jr. and written by Samuel Gonzalez Jr. and Gigi Gustin. On a dark and stormy Christmas Eve, a distraught woman, played by Jill Aubrey, enters a police station claiming she knows information about many of the people who have gone missing in the town recently. She tells the sheriff, played by Meredith Thomas, multiple stories explaining what happened to these people just before they went missing. Night of the Missing is a Christmas movie just like Die Hard, as it takes place during the Christmas Eve, but the plot has very little to do with anything Christmassy. Instead, it's just an anthology of short films from Samuel Gonzalez Jr. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you're looking for a Christmas horror film, this ain't it. Story 1 is by far the best of the bunch. It's a very short story about a young kid who wants some ice cream. After watching a creepy old animation on TV, an ice cream truck sidles up in front of his house in the middle of the night, and some scary shit starts happening. This one is short and sweet, focusing on some creepy suspense, nightmare imagery, and a potent jump scare ending. Story 2 is about a young girl, played by Gigi Gustin, last seen swallowing a hot curling iron in That's a Wrap, who seems to be feeling quite bored while house-sitting. But it turns out she's a phone sex worker just waiting for customers to call. Sure enough, someone calls and ends up tormenting her for the rest of the skit. That someone is played by the voice of Bill Moseley, who is doing his best Chop Top voice here. While Gustin makes this one fun to watch as she makes use of her time, the story is kind of all over the place and doesn't make a lot of sense once the final boot drops. Still, Gustin and Moseley's voice elevate this short quite a bit. The third tale is the shortest of the bunch, but probably the most original, as a janitor watches a miniature town full of plastic figurines destroy itself from above like a god. There's no dialogue, but plenty of fun and twisted imagery suggesting a bigger story that we're only witnessing the climax of. Finally, a man promises his wife that he will do whatever it takes for her to get her dream home, but when he resorts to selling drugs, it ends up putting them into a hole that they can't get out of. This one's well acted, sometimes kind of funny, and definitely full of shocks and surprises. But I swear, I think I saw this one before in another shorts compilation film. While it's only distantly a Christmas horror film, Night of the Missing highlights the broad range of filmmaker Samuel Gonzalez Jr., who previously directed last year's The Retaliators. The wraparound serves its purpose, threading these stories together, but isn't really all that compelling. While not all of the segments work, there are quite a few moments of inspiration and terror in this little anthology.
Oh my God, Christmas time again.
You're doomed. stuck inside